Mahila. So uh, basically today, my mom was talking to H, and um, basically it comes down to my mom was um talking to Amy for the past 2 years about how H is gonna give all of his will to these unknown people. um that he knows that no one else really knows, like this Carl character, and people from the country that are into meth and stuff now. They're not like how his old timers were. So that's debatable, with all this time sequencing stuff. But I think of China and the opioids and everything. Who knows? It could, maybe it was like a wonderland down in the country in Albany or something. Maybe it was a lot crazier, and that's part of that Barrent stuff or something. I don't know, but anyway, so now it looks like my auntie Amy got a lot of money and stuff, and she's getting a new house, and she needed a place to live, of course, but my mom just tries to go through the details of what is actually happening, and it doesn't seem to add up. H just goes back on what he said, and he kind of favors Amy. So that's pretty much the whole point. And my mom is like, well, this doesn't really make sense. Like, she tries to figure out the details, and like how it is all adding up, and the money itself, and then how it adds up in a full picture of what is going on. And so you get what I'm saying. So anyway, H got mad today and was like, he's like, come on, and um so I guess Alexa's gonna sell her house and go live with Amy or something, and that's her mom, and it's fine. I told my mom, I'm like, look, you're treating H like he's a mastermind whenever, and he might be, but he fell in the kitchen today. Like, he's sickly, and that he got a cancer um scan today, and it came back negative, so that was good. But still, like, he's not all the way healthy by any standard. And so my mom called Johnny immediately, and um Johnny was saying how Amy would talk to H, and then I guess H to Johnny was doing this voice. He was doing this voice of Amy, and Amy complaining about the money. Okay. And you know, I can't remember what was said, the example or whatever, but so Johnny is on the phone, and he goes, yeah, so then H was doing the voice of Amy, doing the voice, and then he stops and he's like, I lost my train of thought. So my mom laughed after that, and they just moved on. Um so then I'm looking at today, and I'm like, okay, we got possibly you know Henriette Valium doing the um doing the Apollyon, and maybe Abaddon went to the whale and he's there for 2 days, and we're going to do this big hop, trip hop and all this. And, because that's what God wants, because, Obama was probably for church and he cut off and then had his moment in time, and then if the it is 1, 2, 3, and 5, then it has to do the same thing, and it all ends up equaling 40 years for the Isaiah 11. And Vitaly was the weaned child, David was the hook, he was the BC hitch, and then Norman Jean McDonald was the sign of the people, and that every single person was like on the list, and then it ends up being an Arnold type situation, Venice Beach. So, my dad even got in a car wreck on the Strip the other day when it was Vitaly. And the guy he hit was named Vladimir, and so then that showed that was Vitaly. It was like George was the guy that died in the news, George Wayne or George Ween, like the Ween's child. And then they were going for a waned, or what's the other one? Not waned, Hull of the Asp. They were going for all that when Doja Cat came out in the Fifth Element gear on the award show. And then we had the big Las Vegas win for the Raiders, So it's like we've been doing Isaiah 11 step by step, with like the rod of 11 being like Lil Baby or something. Lil Baby, the Baby, Moneybags is like all them in the first part. So it's crazy to look at it that way. It really is. But that's kind of what I'm looking at. And then it gets down to where we are now with like the 2 days, 2 days, and then the glorious rest and all that would be what the bottom of it, I guess. Or then I guess that would be the cutoff. And then it goes into the rest of the 20 years to get to 40, from Osama, which is 2001. So you get how I'm thinking. So I'm just wondering, like, what, so like if all the Watchmen want to play games with me and be like, look, it's the high time, they won't even say Henriette Valium is in position. They try to say they're in position or something, and I'm like, no, look, the laughing doll is the Henriette Valium is what I think. Like, am I off saying that? Like, I'm not like joking when I say that. Like, it's very serious to me. So then taking what I just said and then looking into the Gwyneth Paltrow and the Rooney Mara, I'm just kind of wondering, like, what, we had a guy from France just took out a Saudi guy in Sahara, and his name kind of means the Leo DiCaprio, Hattori Hanzo. So if we're following a 2 day, we got 2 days here. I don't want to fuck up anything. I'm just kind of wondering, like, what, that Gwyneth Paltrow, like, I don't remember anything. I don't remember the about. I don't remember any of it. What, like, this crazy shit, like, I don't know. Okay, like, yeah, like, I like, I got a memory from like the garage at Copperfield, like the baseball bat. Like, I remember just like walking around thinking, like, is Johnny gonna turn into the Hulk? Like I want to see it. And then Johnny told me one time like it really hurt, and like I don't remember that though. I don't remember what happened. He lived in the basement at Copperfield for like 3 years, working at Hooters, bringing home Hooters wings. Like I don't know, man. Um, but like today when he stopped, like he took a pause and like it wasn't good, man. Like like the I could hear it in his voice. Something was weird. All right, so that's all I know. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. But I don't want to tarry. I was looking to Michael K. Williams the other day, and I think Jesus has it covered that we got the 40 years, that we got it, that the about countries that I sent to Briseis and about, that those will be the ones that sit on the throne, and that we like we just go right into the garden, like there, or the Revelation 22, like there's no, I don't know how it works. I don't know. Like I was looking at 2029, something with Trump comes back, but like it's a new thing, and it's like well, basically it would be we go through the thousand. But I'm even like, I think we got that too. I heard on the radio they said it's lit or something. They were saying that, the Paul Walker Heath Ledger time, and the basically the pit, that whole time was the thousand. So what do we not have done? Like, I'm worried, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Then if you look at it, I'm just the gardener and counselor. Nicki Minaj says that. I might not be any more than that. And the Bible is huge. Like it's massive. Like there's no way that I can do any of this stuff. Like to shorten time. Like you can't shorten time. Like it doesn't matter 54, it doesn't matter any, like like none of that matters. So I don't know. The UFO, the soccer, all that. I don't know. It might not count. I don't know. All right. So uh yeah, that's basically it. I just, I'm a little bit worried because I you know I don't know. Like I'm not, I don't know. I understand I got heat on me too. Like I got a little heat on me, but it's also a changing of the season and the time. There's Raiders games now, there's different stuff going on. We don't have COVID right now like in full force. Like it's full force but under the radar. Like you're not like hearing about how crazy it is. So I'm kind of wondering, like, are they gearing up for something, or is this going to be those countries that I said that sit on the throne as the polar bear, kinda, and that's what it is, like, or is this something else? Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to see if they're going to set me up or something. I don't know. All right, thank you.